In this section, I'll be talking about string. First, let us understand what is a string. String is a collection of characters or letters. See, by grouping the letters, we can form a word or a name. Like this is a name of a person, right? This is a name of a person. And this is a name of a place, that is city name. Even it may be a complete address. And it may be a sentence like this. Like this is also a string, or a paragraph is also a string. You can have different size of string. The larger size is allowed up more than 2000 characters you can have in a string. So depends on the compiler and its versions, the sizes are different. So 2000 characters is more than enough. So in our programs, we can use strings for storing names or words or sentences or paragraphs. Now, as I said, string is a collection of characters. So let us see that. See, this is a string, this is a name. So here, M is a letter and I is also a letter. C, H, A, E, L, all these are letters. So it's a collection of alphabets. So the set of alphabets together is forming a string. Now I will show you how to represent a string, and we will also learn the possible operations on a string. In C++, there are two methods of representing a string. One is using array of characters. So as I said that a string is a set of characters, that is array of characters. And the second thing is C++ is also providing a class called string. This method is available in C language and also it can be used in C++. So this is one of the method, that is using a character array, and the second method is C++ is also having a class called string. So in C++ we prefer using this class whenever we want to store a string. This is a good option. So but we will learn about both of these methods. First I will show you about character array, then I'll show you string class. So let us start with string using character array. See, here I will discuss how we can declare a string and how we can initialize it. So if you look at this, this is just a character, char x. So x is a character type variable which can store only a single letter. So if you see, character takes 1 byte of memory, so A is stored in that one. So it's ASCII code, that is ASCII code of A will be stored in that 1 byte of memory. Character type variable can store just a single letter. They cannot store a string like this. They cannot store like this. Now for storing a string, we have to take an array. So this is an array of type character, and when you use double quotes, it's a string. If you observe here, I have used single quotes here for character constant, and here for string constant, double quotes are used. So this we will call it as a string literal. This is a literal or this is a constant. Now what happens when you declare an array and also initialize it with a string? Let us see here. So an array of size 10 will be created, as I have mentioned size as 10. So array of size 10 is created, and in that all these alphabets are stored. Like each is a character. So each location can store a single character. So H, E, L, L, O are stored. And this is one of the important thing that we have to learn. This is a null character or a string delimiter. We call it as string delimiter. So it's also called as null character. So this is combination of two characters, that is backslash and 0. This is not O, this is 0, number 0. Backslash and 0, and it's a character. Its value is 0, so it is also called as null character or string delimiter or a string terminator also you can call. So in C as well as in C++, when you are using an array of characters, then definitely the string will be having /0 at the end. It terminates with a /0. See, here you can observe I have taken an array of size 10. So the capacity of this array is 10, but I have stored only 5 letters in this one. Then there must be some character to show where the string is ending. So this acts as a string terminator. Now next method of declaration and initialization. Here I have declared a character array and I am initializing this one. I did not mention the size. Here the size was mentioned, here it is not mentioned. So it will automatically create an array of exact size including the space for a string terminator, that is null character. Then let us look at next method. Here I have not mentioned the size, but I am initializing a character array. This is just like initializing a character array, but this null character is also included, and inclusion of this character makes it as a string. Without this character, it is not a string. Then one more method. Here even you can use the ASCII codes of the alphabet. So I have used 65, 66, 67. So actually alphabets capital A, B, C, D will be stored here. So these alphabets will be stored here. So it will store capital A, 65 is for capital A, B is 66, then C, then D, then null character. This array will be created. Right? Now there is one more method. Using a pointer we can create a string. So this will be creating an array, and S is a pointer that will be pointing onto that string. So broadly there are two methods. One is using a character array and second one is using a pointer. Mostly we use a pointer to a string if we want to have a string inside heap, right? So we just declare it, and here I have already initialized it. So this is nothing but a literal. This is a literal, and literals are created inside code section. So this will be actually created in code section. Then later on, if I want to store any other value into this one, any other string, then it will be created inside heap. So if you want a string in heap, then go for character pointer. If you want it in a stack, then go for character array. So these are the two methods. Use either character array or either use a pointer to a string. Now next I'll give you the demonstration for this one, how these strings can be declared and initialized. So let us look at the demonstration for this one. So here already I have a main function ready. So let me create a string char s of size 10. Then here I will store hello. Then I want to display this one. So let us say cout s, and also I will use endl for the next line. Now let us run this and see. Yeah, hello is displayed here. See, though I have taken an array of size 10, but it is displaying only 5 letters because after this 5th letter there is a null character. So cout will stop there at null character. So that null character indicates the end of a string. So most of the functions or operations built in C++ uses that null character to find the end of a string. Now here I will remove this size and I will run it again once again. Yeah, this is working. So without mentioning the size also I can do that. Now I will show you one more method, creating a string by initializing each and every alphabet. So I will take this each letter. So I'm initializing array of characters, right? So these are all alphabets. Now the next thing is /0, right? Now this is also another method of creating a string. See, it has displayed up to hello. Now I'll show you one more thing. Here I have given /0. Then beyond this, I'll give you more characters. Letter P, then one more P, then one more P. Let us see what happens. See, here is a /0, so it should stop here after hello. It should not print this P, right? Yes, it is printing only hello. So this shows that it is stopping at null character, that is /0. That's it. Now let me create a string by giving ASCII codes of alphabets, that's 65, 66, 67 and 68. Then for a null character, I'll give /0, that is as a character I have given in single quotes. Now let us run this one. Yes, I got ABCD. Now as I said that null character is nothing but 0, so I'll mention 0 there and let us see whether it works or not. Yes, it is working. Okay, after the 0, I'll give 69 and 70 also, means E and F. See, 0 is here, right? 0 is here. So whether it will print these two, let us check. No, it prints only A, B, C, D. So instead of null character that is /0, even you can use a numeric value, that is integer value 0. Now lastly, I'll show you one more method, that is using a pointer. So this is not supported by latest compiler of C++. Let us take a pointer, and here I will give a string, that is string literal or string constant. Yeah, there is a warning that C++11 doesn't allow conversion from string literal to a character pointer. So let us run it and see. It's working, just it's giving a warning. So it is suggesting don't use this one. Right? This may not work perfectly always. As I said, in C++, we have a class called string, which we'll be learning afterwards, but let us take string s, and here I will initialize it with a 0. Hello, that is a string hello I have initialized. Now here it doesn't give any error message, just I want to show you the error message. So C++ supports a string class, so it's asking you to take a string class better instead of taking a character pointer, right? So here in my compiler, in my C++ compiler settings, it's giving a warning. So try it on your machine. So that's all. I have shown you what is a string, and I have shown you how to initialize, and also have given demonstration. So I suggest you do this one by yourself. After watching this video, you do all these things by yourself and be ready with this one. So further we will see operations on strings.